Hey folks, Keough here with a long video containing nothing but sumo deadlifting from blocks. These are 3-inch blocks. They're 25 rather, pound bumper plates stacked one on top of the other. Nothing terribly exciting here, but I am making good progress on my sumo deadlift, which is a pain in the ass to train because I feel like I am terrible at it, and I feel like I have so many things that I need to correct just to become more efficient with the movement and talk about a movement in which you really want to be technically efficient in order to be proficient. If ever there was a powerlifting movement in which that were the case, that would probably be the sumo deadlift, and I am just really inefficient with it. But I am getting better, I am getting stronger, which is exciting to me. And I'm also training pain-free. If I make it through tomorrow's squat session, which is going to be 205 for 5 sets of 15, if I make it through that session without my back flaring up, then I will have made it through 1 complete week and 5 training sessions in which my back has not been an issue with my training and hasn't been bothered by my training. And that, for me, at this point, is tremendous progress that I will take because I am quite honestly frustrated of spinning my wheels and going nowhere or going backwards and not being able to recover from what is really a stupid little thing that shouldn't be an issue. It shouldn't be debilitating. It's not a fracture. It's not a disc issue. It's not a serious issue that requires surgery. It's just a stupid little thing that I just want to be done with because it shouldn't be hampering my training. Started with 365 for 4 sets of 4. I really had no idea where to begin my sets of 4 on this day, so I started with 365. Warming up felt very good. I hit a point and I just felt like I spent the majority of the session trying to figure out these blocks. I think I'll take them down half an inch for next week's training session. I felt like I was getting forward on a lot of these pulls, and I felt like I was getting forward on a lot of them because I was not really focusing on abducting like I need to in order to pull from this position. Whenever you pull from blocks versus the floor, it's going to affect the biomechanics of the lift. Oftentimes, you're going to be able to manage a more upright position pulling off of blocks or pulling off of pins than you will off of the floor. And this is true for conventional, and I know how to modify my technique to pull from different block heights, but it's also true of sumo, and I don't yet know what modifications I need to make in order to find my groove. And I just felt like on a lot of these, I was out of my groove. I was forward, I was letting my knees come forward, and I was pulling around them. You can see on this 4th set, I start to make some corrections. I start to really try and force my knees out a little more, and it started getting better, and I was really happy about that. After 4 sets of 4 with 365, I decided, what the hell, I'll try a set of 4 with 405. It's the heaviest I've pulled sumo in quite a long time, off of blocks or not, and it's also the heaviest I've had in my hands in probably about 6 weeks. And I knew based on how the 365s were progressing, they were getting progressively easier, I knew that it was going to be a makeable set of 4. It was certainly harder than it probably appears here. They probably don't appear that difficult, but I am working pretty hard to try and keep positioning off of the ground. And I did feel like my knees were caving on these more than they were on my last sets of 365. So overall, I was really happy with that. I felt like being able to do that set and do it pretty well is good progress. And that should be something that I aim for being a regular work set for me in a few weeks' time. I really do feel like I am making fast progress on this, and I feel like I'm going to continue to make fast progress on it. I feel like I'm going to be able to load pretty regularly and continue to make good progress. It was only a week and a half ago where I was, or I think a week and a half ago where I was doing something like 305 for sets of 4 and really struggling with those sets of 4. They weren't that easy. and now I'm pulling. This right here is 345 for 3 sets of 4 off of those same blocks, and this is really easy. I just decided after the 4 or 5 for 4, I broke down a little bit more than I wanted, so I decided to reverse course, lighten the RPEs for the final 3 sets, and really just focus on getting good disciplines repetitions in, and was able to achieve that, and I felt ultimately very good about what I was able to accomplish on this session. It's another step up from where I was before. After this, I did a bunch of standing ab crunches with the band, and then I did 4 sets of hip thrusts with the double blue bands, and I added 2 reps on those sets, 22 rep sets. I'm going to continue to push those in a pretty linear fashion. I'm going to continue to make them progressively more difficult. That was pretty tough today, but I feel like I can develop that a lot further, and that's my goal, is just to constantly be developing those smaller exercises and see them transfer over to my main movements. Anyway, keep checking in. I will have more videos for you very soon.